What is up, people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another watch along here on the Cup Chasers. That's right, it's Aston Villa hosting Nottingham Forest for the lunchtime kickoff over in England. That is right. We're doing another watch along here on the channel. Hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, thanks for being here today. And we got a good one. Aston Villa looking to bounce back from the defeat to Arsenal and looking to get back to winning ways for Sean Dyche's Nottingham Forest. Let's get the stream set up here. We're new and improved. That's right. We're new and improved today, folks. We're adding a timer to the watch along. Imagine that. Imagine that. Boom. Added a watch along to the timer for all our viewing pleasure today. I've been watching the Como game. They're up 1-0 in the Serie A versus Udinese. But we'll go ahead and we'll switch it over to the Premier League. For this one. Just working on the stream here, people. Gotta find it on my other computer. Make sure we're tuned in. And in just a moment, we'll take a look at these starting lineups today. Yeah, let me get a quick look over here at these starting lineups. We know it's going to be tight and compact from Sean Dyche. That's for sure. Away from home, they're definitely going to want to. Oh, they need to bounce back. Forest need to put in a shift today. They've lost 3 straight in the league. They're definitely going to need to put in a shift to have any hope of anything today. That is for sure. This is why you need a VPN, people, so you can find the stream when you need it. But we'll get it going here in just a hot second, as I know they are kicking off very, very soon. Having a little technical difficulties this morning. All right, folks. We have indeed kicked off. We have indeed kicked off here. Just syncing my timers here, folks, and we will get it going right there. Apologize for the technical difficulties right off the rip, people, but we will get it going here in just a second. Absolutely. Well, alrighty. Oh my goodness, it's fallen to Watkins. They've won it back in the box. High press. Oh, and the defense just breathed. Nico Williams was in trouble there for a second. Nico Williams was absolutely in trouble there for a second. Good press from Morgan Rogers there. Ollie Watkins just didn't even realize it was there. Just didn't even realize it was there. And 2 minutes in, he's forced the keeper to make a save. Definitely would have been higher than that about that had gone in. Commentator talking about Villa having a big chance to win the game today. They definitely need to bounce back. Both teams looking for a win. Needing it. Needing a win. There's going to need to be some energy from Forest here in the beginning of the game. Yep, Dark Tales. Thank you so much. Thank you so much there. Yep, Dark Tales. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Aston Villa in possession here. Forest drop off. Matty Cash finds it in the sun. Ooh, was that a shot come cross? Nope. He's not sure what it was either. He still can't look into the sun. Yeah, he definitely does. You see his arm go up the sun. Who put that there? And he rips one across the box. Hopeful really didn't really do anything with that one. Let me get these lineups up. Let me get these lineups up here. All right. Now we're cooking with gas, people. Now we're cooking with gas, my friends. All right. Villa still in possession here with Lindelof. Here's Buendia. Back to Lindelof, have to recycle. Let me get these lineups up. Bakwa is that dude's name out on the left for Forest. Buendia goes past him. Ball across. And they've cleared for a throw-in. It's good work from Buendia. Starting out wide today. This white and navy from Forest it's just too reminiscent of Tottenham. Just way too reminiscent of Spurs, man. Yeah, commentators talking about Villa and the expectations after such a long winning run. And not to toot our own horn, but that has happened twice this season where somebody stepped up and said, yeah, we're in it with Arsenal, and then they get wrecked. Well, Chelsea won 1-1, we'll say. Villa with a lot of the ball early in the first half here. You would expect that Rodgers combining with Maatsen. Here's Buendia. Finds Rodgers again. Was that offsides? He's beat him. Here's Maatsen. Kind of a shank. They'll see it. Nope. He's going to clear it up. Good fight from Konsa. Good fight from Cash. That's a foul. Maybe a little bit weak. Maybe a little bit weak on that one. They'll look to cross this one in. They'll look to get this one in for sure. Konsa and Lindelof will get forward here. Great opportunity for McGinn or Tielemans. I expect Villa to go with the outswinger, so I expect this to be Tielemans. Here's Rodgers. They did neither. Here's Buendia in the box. They did neither. Back to Tielemans. There's the cross. Here it comes, back post. Cleared away. But one back again from Camera. They really missed him against Arsenal. Here's Tielemans. Out wide to McGinn. McGinn's going to take the man on. Ball to the back post. And literally Casper was the only one there. Sorry about that. My brother sent me a picture of a guitar that he's working on with his new wood carving kit he's gotten for Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody, by the way. That's weak. Morgan Gibbs White gives away the foul here. Villa want to play on quickly. Out wide to Matty Cash in the sun. And he dribbles right back into the shade. It's too hot there, isn't it? I doubt it's hot there at all. Actually, I bet it's quite brisk. Here's camera in the center. Pressure from Dominguez. Ball straight down the middle. Murillo will deal with that. Here's a chance for Anderson, but Tielemans wins it again. Villa really, really winning the duels in the middle. Oh, it's good quick passing. Buendia. Ollie Watkins with the block. Was that a penalty? No, it's a foul against Camera. Foul against Camera on Dominguez, and Forest will take a deep breath. First 10 minutes here, Forest have not won a single duel. They're getting boxed in. Villa winning all the battles in the midfield so far, and Forest have not even had a chance to get on the ball at all. Villa dominating first 10 minutes. Having Camera in there is definitely a big miss versus Arsenal. He's back today. He's already shown his worth. Konsa wins that one. Once again, Forest can't win a second ball, can't win it, get on the ball, no possession, nothing. It's been 83% possession for Aston Villa. Yeah, Forest, they'll be fine without the ball, but you got to have it at some point. You got to have a spell at some point to be in the game. It can't just be attack versus defense. Once again, Gibbs White can't win it in the midfield, and Aston Villa recycle. Here's McGinn in the box. Shielding well. It'll fall back to Cash. In the sun. Here's Camera. Top of the box for Tielemans. First touch stuff from Villa. Morgan Rogers in the tight space. Forest clear. But once again, to no one. Once again, to nobody. Villa definitely looking to go down the flanks. Here's Rogers into the channel. Murillo for company. All over his back. That's good D. That's good D. Forest weather in the storm a bit here. They'll have to get on the ball at some point, though. Oof. Cash goes down from Bakwa. Anthony Taylor's not interested. Handball from Igor Jesus. Force got nothing so far. Can't get anything going. Ollie Watkins into the channel. Can't control. Good work from Anderson. Force, you're going to have to start bringing the second team to this game here. You know what I mean? Forced over the top for Jesus. He's in. Flag stays down. Martinez with the clearance. And then there's the flag. No, it was his arm. It was offsides anyway. There's no. It's a weird clearance from Mimi. Oh, that's close. That's pretty close. It's a weird clearance from Martinez here. He says it was his shoulder. That was weird. Yeah. But it was offsides. Aston Villa build, patient. Lindelof here at halfway. Forest, no interest in pressing high at all. None to speak of. No. Oh, wow. Emi Martinez has more touches than Igor Jesus so far in this game. I mean, Forest are just so happy to back off, and here comes Maatsen into the channel. It's just so static, and they're allowing Villa to make the runs in front of them, but they've recovered the ball here. Backwell likes to go back for Murillo, and he's giving it right to Watkins. Forest just can't get anything going, man. Forest got nothing going for him right now. I haven't seen Forest put 5 passes together yet. They're so deep. Villa just passing it around. Easy as you like. Here's Maatsen. Doesn't take his man on legs to go back. Lindelof. Here's Konsa. Matty Cash. In the sun for McGinn. He's got 2 for company. Is he going to take him on? He is. Slide tackle from Williams. And it'll be a corner kick. Commentator says John McGinn was only wanting to win a corner there. That was his whole goal. Holy crap. Villa haven't lost in 33 games. They've lost 1 time at home in 33 games. Maatsen from the top of the box. Keeper wasn't worried. Keeper was not worried about that one. John Victor, backup goalkeeper for Forest today. Matt Sells on the bench. Interesting. Here we go. Nope. We were hoping Forest might be able to string more than 3 passes together. They've yet to do that in the game. And, of course, Villa have the ball once more. Sean Dyche will be furious. Yes, they haven't given up much, but they're just not there. They just haven't been in the game yet. We keep waiting for Forest to bring the second team to this game. Here's Cash in the sun. Forest back off. Villa happy to just keep the ball here. Patient. But there's no high press. Like, when are Forest going to press higher? Anderson working hard. Here's Maatsen. See, now here we go. That's triggered the press, but they've passed it back, and Forster's still not going to go. They just let them recycle. They're just letting them recycle. Long ball over the top. Here's Watkins. Easy for John Victor. That was Rogers writhing on the ground in pain after Murillo's run him over. Just a coming together. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a sore one. Murillo's a huge dude, too. He's stepped right on him after the tangle of legs. Oh, right on the back, right on his hamstring. That's going to be sore. Yeah, definitely limping around. That's going to be a sore one. Oh, Morgan Rogers shaking his head like he thought it should be a foul. Dude, total accident. Total accident, bro beans. And you've already ripped your sock anyway. It's not a big deal. You're not worried about your socks. Man, Forest aren't even competing. They're not battling for second ball. They're not even battling for the first ball. Oh! Who's that? Camera goes down in the box, and Forest have possession. Gibbs White over the top. Dominguez going to get there. Konsa stands him up. Sends him into the corner. That's good D from Konsa. Good D from Konsa. No, you didn't win that. You didn't win that. He's furious with the AR. He's furious with the AR. No, he's diving. He's diving. Let me know in the chat if it's a handball anyway. Let me know in the chat if you think VAR should be able to give retroactive yellow cards on penalty incidents in the box for diving. Should VAR be able to give retroactive yellows for diving in the box? Let me know in the chat. And the first chance Forest has to do anything at all on the long throw comes to absolutely nothing. What else is new? The commentators think they're arguing about whether Forest will be happy. They won't be, if you ask me. They haven't had any of the ball. Yes, they've kept Villa at arm's length so far, but yeah, haven't seen anything from them in the first 20 here, at least going forward. It's the Spurs outfit. They're wearing the Tottenham Hotspur outfit, the white navy, and that's what it is. It's a curse. You should never wear those colors. Lindelof here. Not much in front of him. A little bit static. McGinn here in the center. But see, in these spaces, Forest are just happy to keep it in front of them. To keep Villa passing back and forth around the outskirts of their formation. They're more than happy with this right here. More than happy to keep them at bay and hope they'll continue to try to hit these long field balls. But McGinn and Tielemans combining in the center. Oh, that's a good ball through the lines for Matty Cash. He plays it back into the center. Anderson's there. Got to save it. Oh, I think Williams has saved that. They've called it a corner, though. No, that's good work from McGinn and Tielemans combining in the center, though. And then they get a good ball through the lines for Matty Cash. First time pass across. It's good work from Villa. Good work from Villa. They work it short. Here's Cash at the top of the box. Back to McGinn. First time cross. That's too high. Victor's all day. Murillo. Hey, Forest have won a free kick up the field. Look at that. Look at that. They've got some possession here off a free kick. And then, of course, Elliot Anderson rips a long field pass. And Matson's touch is poor. Hutchinson picks it up. Ball in behind. Ooh, oh, he gets it back across. It's a scramble. And they've called a corner kick. First foray forward for Forest. First time they've looked dangerous at all. Hutchinson wins it off Matson into Gibbs White. This is a horrendous call. That's a terrible call. The ball's not even close to going out. And Forest are gifted a corner kick here. This would be an absolute dagger blow if they dunk this in. Backwell goes over to take it. If they dump this in, it'll be a dagger blow, man. That'll be good. They haven't been in it at all. Left-footed in-swinger. Here comes the ball. Ooh, it's a foul, but McGinn gets the advantage. Morgan Rogers across field. Here's the ball. One more ball for Camera. That's all it takes. He brings it under. Here's Watkins. One-on-one. He has to cut it back. It's another ball into Morgan Rogers. He's twisting, turning. Goes to ground. And Forest are able to clear, but Villa will recover. Forest haven't won a single second ball, man. They're not winning any duels in that midfield. Back to normal settings here. Villa with the ball. Forest in their shape. It's wide to Maatsen. Hutchinson goes out for company. Recycle to Tielemans. Villa probing, back and forth stuff here. Here's Matty Cash. You got to get close. Crosses in near post. McGinn with the flick. Ooh. It's a good clearance. Nico Williams pushed into the corner. How is that not a foul, referee? How is he? He's just shoved him down. The cutback is cut out from Gibbs White. And then he's just played the ball into nobody. And then he's just completely played it to nobody. Completely plays it to nobody at all. And we're back as you were. Tielemans bringing it forward. Ball through the lines. Here's Bendia. Rogers. Last ditch from Murillo once again. And he always trying to dribble it out. Oh, and it's a horrendous clearance. He's bowled McGinn over. Are they going to let him get up? They're kind of standing on it. McGinn's up. And we go on. Camera to Rogers to Tielemans. Forest just can't get out, man. They can't get out at all. They're not trying to pressure high. Here's Konsa. Straight ball down the middle for Ollie Watkins. Man, they're diving. Villa diving all over the place, bro. Villa diving all over the place. Hey, there's 2 passes, 3 passes for Forest, and then a long one, of course. And they're not going to win the second ball. We need to get a counter up because Forest have yet to get 5 passes together. They keep hitting it long. And he's right back to Maatsen. Right back to... What are they doing? Sean Dyche is going to be furious with this. Here's Cash in space. Left-footed cross to the back post. Oh, they let him. They let the ball come in. I don't think anyone in Villa's shirt was expecting him to hit this left-footed. Definitely not expecting him to cross it left-footed there. That's a great ball. I don't know how nobody's come in for that. Wow. That's crazy. That was a fantastic pass. Emery looks concerned. Old Mr. Good Evening looks concerned. Yeah, you can tell. The production team hasn't even gotten it back to the game quick enough to see Forest with the ball. And Villa back in possession when Buendia wins the throw-in. Like, we're 30 minutes into this game. They haven't put 5 passes together. Murillo gives it away once again. Villa need to up the pressure, man. Forest aren't offering anything at all. Villa need to up the pressure. Tielemans in the center. It's a good ball through the lines. Anderson's there. And they'll play back to the keeper to cross it. Hutchinson's not... Jesus isn't even look at it. He's not even looking at it. He's not even looking for the ball, and it hits him in the hand. Don't hold your hands up. It's a handball. You weren't even looking for the ball. You were just doing this, and it hit your arm. Good grief. Yeah, it's interesting that Villa haven't worked out. They've tried to play through the middle a little bit. They've combined with Tielemans and McGinn a little bit at times, but it hasn't been nothing incisive, nothing incredibly incisive. They need to, these balls through the lines, they need to do more often. There's one to Rogers, but he's immediately hit it. And it's back to Rogers. That's good. He goes for the shot into Watkins. Oof. Oof. A little bit too intricate in there, I feel like. Villa, maybe it might take a long shot. Oh, it's a good tackle from Dominguez. And he's winning again. It's 1v1 with Tielemans. Here's Hutchinson with a shot. Oh, it's a good save. Good save from Martinez. Here's Bakwa. Stand up by Cash. And they've won a corner. Whoa. There you go. First time Forest win a ball high up the field. Able to push. Yeah, so he's taking it off a camera right here. And then he's won the battle with Lindelof. And then it's yeah, I mean, Hutchinson takes a good shot there. Hutchinson takes a good shot there. Good save from maybe Martinez. Good save from Martinez. Corner comes across. Right on top of Emi Martinez. Nico Williams with the shot is blocked. And Forest recycle. But they wouldn't dare pass it. They wouldn't dare do 5 passes in a row, would they? Oh, they've given it away. Buendia's going to hit down the line. It's a high looping pass. Rogers brings it in. He's got Bakwa and Aina for company. How's that not a foul? They've kicked the crap out of him and turned the ball over again. And here's Matty Cash. Yeah, I think it should have been a foul as well. Should have been a foul. But it's as you were. As you were, Villa probing around the outsides of the formation. Oh, it's a ball in. Tielemans gathers in the box, falls over once again, and it's come to nothing. That's 4 dives. 4 dives from Villa. Oh, my God. Tielemans, you got to be way stronger there. You got to be way stronger there, man. Tielemans is already bending over before he's already bending over before Milenkovic gets there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, it's not Anthony Taylor. It's the other bald guy, Simon Hooper. Can Forest win a second ball? They do. Gibbs White gets it to Igor Jesus. That's a 3rd pass in a row. But, of course, they've hit it into the channel for Jesus. He's going to get there. He's going to get around the corner. Nope, another corner kick. A little bit better from Forest here in the last 3-4 minutes. A little bit better from Forest. Jesus picking it up in the channel there. But Forest still are unwilling to put 5 passes together. They have yet to put 5 passes together. It's always one round the corner or over the top when they're in possession. And that's obviously direction from Sean Dyche. So maybe he won't be as upset with the lack of possession, lack of passing. And here it comes from Amari Hutchinson, left-footed in swinger, right on top of Emi. Oh, and they'll give him that foul. They'll give him that foul. I don't know about that. Let's take another look. He's shoving other people again. That is really, really soft from Simon Hooper. That's really soft from Simon Hooper. I may be a little bit biased, but Emi Martinez, man. Weak sauce there. And then just yelling at the referee, throwing his arm around like that. Definitely weak from Emi Martinez. And the pattern of the game resumes. Here's Matson. Bakwa for company. Are Forest going to push up higher in this second half? I wonder if they make it to halftime 0-0. Sean Dyche will be happy with that. At least the scoreline. And maybe they'll up the press in the second half. Maybe. We'll see. Camera down the line for Rogers, Nico Williams, and Dominguez for company. It's a good touch from Camera. Elliot Anderson will win it. And it's just another long ball. Jesus is going to pick it up. Oh, my God, man. They're going to call that a foul, aren't they? That is so weak. Konsa runs into Jesus and falls over like a sack of hammers. How is this a... Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. You know how many times I've been hit in the face like this? You know how many times I've been hit in the face by somebody just trying to oh my god, man. This is so weak. This is so weak. Somebody getting hit. He gets hit in the face because the guy's got his arms out trying to shield and he goes down like a sack of hammers. This is ridiculous. Like an absolute sack of potatoes. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. Absolute sack of potatoes there from Konsa. Here's Konsa. Cash has made a good run. McGinn doesn't find him. Oh, Dominguez runs McGinn into the corner. Thought he won the throw. Nothing doing. Here comes Matty Cash. Long throw from... Or not. Doesn't look like he's winding it up. Nope. Questions of handball. Forest can't get out again. Into the channel for Matson. Backwell for company. He's going to take him on. Is he going to get to the line? He is not. He is not going to get to the line. Very upset, Matson, there with that. He's got to be stronger, though. He just got to be stronger, man. And it's a goal kick for Forest. Is that Onana? Yeah. Not involved today. Does he look warm? He's got his face covered. I don't think he is. He doesn't look warm at all. Does not look warm at all there. Amadou Onana. Yeah, I bet it's really cold there in Birmingham today. Oh! Jesus will chase this. Easy header back to Martinez. Konsa over the top. Cash going to get there. Nope. Williams will clear. Does well to keep it a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Cash will come over. Is he going to hit this one long? AR getting in the way. What are you doing, referee? Villa flopping all over the place, man. Villa just flappity flipping all over the falling all over the place. You can't be offside from a throw-in. Cash, there's a long throw into the box. Here's Rogers. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get there? It's a battle. It's a scramble. Comes out for Dominguez. It's a good ball for Igor Jesus. He's got backwell for company. Is he going to get the ball to him? It's a good tackle from Matson, and Tielemans recovers. Forest really struggling to get anything together, bro. They're not getting anything. No kind of possession at all. 5 minutes left in the half. McGinn's come back to try to build up. Here's Camara. Through the lines for Cash. He's going to get there. Brings it under. Camara. Tielemans through the lines. Buendia to Cash. Forrest standing up well. Little scoop. Murillo able to clear. But not far. And it's as you were. And it's as you were. Once again, down the outsides, sides, backwards. They're going to have to get one of these right. They're going to have to get one of these right at some point, or Forest will be more than happy. Camera inside. Intricate stuff. Buendia falls down. Anderson collects wide for Bakwa. Watkins battling, and he's won it back. But Forest have won it back here, and it's with Bakwa. Played another, Igor Jesus is miles offsides. Commentators commending the Forest performance. I'm not too sure. No possession to speak of. No possession whatsoever to speak of. That's a poor pass from McGinn. And Forest will win the foul and be able to breathe. Yeah, both teams are going to have to up it in the second half, up the energy levels. Villa need to take a little bit more risks. It's very, very congested in the center. Yes, they are going for the riskier passes at times, but they're going to have to get down the wings and drive the near post for the cutback. That seems the only kind of opening. But Forest defending really, really well. They'll be happy to have kept Villa to not really a lot of high-quality chances, but be a little bit disappointed with their own lack of possession. Who's going to win the second one? Bakwa gets it from Buendia. It's like the first time they've won a second ball. 3. That's a fourth pass. Oh, they almost got 5 passes. They almost hit 5 passes. Oh, man. Oh, man, it was there. Oh, it was there. The 5th pass was there. And Villa come again. Here's Morgan Rogers out wide. To Tielemans. Camera. Buendia. Some space here for Konsa. Wide to Cash. And it's as you were, back and forth, side to side. Combining here on the wing. A little bit of confusion, and that's a bad call. That's a bad call. That's a bad call. It's definitely a Forest throw. If something comes from this, they won't be excited. What are you doing? Cash just running down the line there. Conso tries to get cute, doesn't come off. Jesus wins it. It's good into the channel for Dominguez. Oh, but he's going to slow it up. He's going to slow it up. That's a third pass. That's a third pass. Hutchinson to take on Cash. Camera steps over. That's a fourth pass. 5 passes. Forced to put 5 passes together. Williams has beat Camera. It's a ball across. Cleared from Matson. Cleared from Matson. But Forest have put 5 passes together for the first time in this first half. They won't be able to do it a second time as Villa win it back, and Morgan Rogers will break. 3v3. Gibbs White all the way back. That's good D from Gibbs White. That's great D from Morgan Gibbs. Oh, no. Oh, they fouled Morgan Rogers. This is great D. Where's the foul? Where's the foul? That's terrible. That's terrible from the referee. That's some pussy you-know-what from the referee right there, man. Nah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There isn't going to be any stoppage time in this one. There won't be any stoppage time. Hasn't been any kind of stoppages. None to speak of. Oh, that'd be horrible if Villa scored here. Be a dagger right to Forest. Taking it short. Tielemans. Matson's going to get across. Keeper needs to be big. Kuntz on the back post. He's ripped one all the way out of bounds. Damn near scared the steward on the other side of the field. Yeah, that's poor from Konsa. Yeah. The commentator's right. Villa doesn't want to put the ball in the box. You know, not sure they're going to compete with Forest's height back there. Oh, here we go. Last chance of the half. What a goal! Ollie Watkins. Oh my goodness, Forest. They're going to be very upset. Forest are going to be furious that they've given that goal up right at the end of the half. They're going to be so mad. Yo, that is a horrible goal to concede. That's a horrible goal to concede from Forest's point of view. Oh, great goal. Great goal for Ollie Watkins, but Forest will be furious. Forest will 100% be furious with that. They hadn't offered anything in this half, and then that's a great shot from Ollie Watkins. That's a good goal from Ollie Watkins. Definitely is a good goal from Ollie Watkins. And it's halftime. Yeah, that's going to definitely change the halftime team talk for sure. Yep. There it is. Villa up 1-0 at halftime. While I work on the it's halftime while I work on the scoreboard here. We'll get it fixed in just 2 seconds, but it is halftime. Forest will be none too happy with conceding late on like that. What is going on here? Yeah, Forest will be none too happy with conceding like that after they haven't been in it at all. Have not been in it even a little bit. No, they got 5 passes together one time. And then conceded. Right there at the end of the half. Definitely not what you want at all. Looks like my computer's having a mare here. I'm going to have to fix this. Yeah, it was looking like he was going to have to pull. Emery might have had to pull something else out to make it work in that second half, but now he's going to be more than excited. More than excited to go in at halftime up after that. And Sean Dyche will be furious. Sean Dyche will be absolutely furious with how that's gone on. And he's going to be absolutely furious. They're going to have to up the levels in the second half. That is 100% for sure. We'll get this figured out here in a minute. Some technical difficulties today. Well, yeah, there you have it. Villa absolutely dominated that game. Forest weren't in it at all. They put 5 passes together one single time. And that's about it. Didn't really offer much. It was a lot of side to side from Villa, a lot of around the corners. But in the end, one pass through the lines. Watkins has a good touch and is able to put them ahead. And they'll be happy with that, of course. Sean Dyche probably giving him the hairdryer treatment. Although his approach was exactly what we expected it to be. You know, and they ended up having their lead, so they'll be comfortable, and Villa won't actually change much, I imagine. They'll have to I imagine they'll just continue on to doing what they're doing, because that's all they need, because that'll be all they need to do. But I do 100% expect that Sean Dyche will have them with more energy in that second half. They'll want to get on the ball a little bit more. They'll have to. They're going to have to come out. That's for sure. They'll have to come out and attack, and that'll suit Villa. That will 100% suit Villa. And honestly, unless Forest can find some quality, I don't see them bringing this back at all. And it's going to be difficult for them, because when they come out, Villa will 100% be ready to go on the counter. Definitely going to be on the count, ready to punish. Ready to punish on the break. My computer is just not loving it this morning. Absolutely not loving it this morning. As we work on this scoreboard here. My computer decided to do a madness right at halftime. Right here for halftime for your viewing pleasure. An absolute and utter madness. All right. Thanks for bearing with me, folks. Of course, always fun to work through the technical difficulties here. Is this the one? Boom! We did it. We've done it. Villa up 1-0 here at the half. As you might imagine, Sean Dyche giving them the hairdryer treatment, I would think. They're going to have to get on the ball, Forest. Definitely going to have to get on the ball and do more. Be sure to hit the like button, people. Smash it up. The hypes. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for being here. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking about this Forest performance down in the comments below. Villa, they've brought the energy. They haven't had to bring the energy. It's just been easy for them. You know, they haven't had to make too many risky passes, but they have made a couple through the lines. It's been really, really compact there in the midfield, as you'd expect from Forest. But I think the game's going to change dramatically when the teams come back out for the second half. And before they do that, I'm going to go grab some more coffee, and I'll be right back. All right. All right, we're back in business here. Back in business here. And we'll get the game back in my ear. Yeah, the production team trying to do a little bit here on the with the halftime stats. There's not much for Forest. Not much for Forest. As you're going through Hutchinson's touches, Ollie Watkins. It's not great reading if he doesn't have that goal tally. If he doesn't have the one goal there, it's not amazing reading for Ollie Watkins. 6 touches in the box, but that goal, man, that's all you need. That's all you need. He's got the goal on his 30th birthday versus Arsenal. Goals galore in the 11-game run before that. We're getting a look outside the stadium here from the production team. I bet that'd be a cool place to go. I bet that'd be a really cool place to go. For sure. I definitely expect Forest to bring more energy. They're back in the tunnel. Who's this dude sitting next to the trophy? Is it the Conference League trophy, I think? There's some dude just sitting there. And here come Villa. Forest are definitely going to have to bring the energy in this second half. Definitely going to have to bring more energy in this second half. Forest, man, they have an opportunity, I think. Opportunity to up the levels a little bit, get some energy, and put more than 5 passes together one time in the whole half. But Villa are pretty much doing, it's one of those beat what's in front of you kind of things. They're doing all they have to. And it's interesting that Forest have put this kind of lackluster performance away from home a number of times. They didn't, I know it wasn't Sean Dyche when they came to the Emirates, but they didn't offer anything. We blanked them 3-0 because this is the kind of performance they put up. Resilient, maybe, but like I was saying in that first half, the very first time Villa took a shot from outside the box, they've smashed one home. Smashed it home as soon as they took a shot outside the box. Is Unai Emery going to shake Sean Dyche's hand at the end of the game? That's the question. We are about to get it back underway. Simon Hooper checking with the goalkeepers. And we're back underway here at Villa Park. Is Forrest going to press higher? What's up, Ito? Abraham, do I think both teams will score? Well, from the looks of the high press that Forest are already putting on, maybe. Can we win a second ball? Nope. Villa are already in the counterattack mode. We can already see the pattern has changed. But no, I don't think Forest are going to score. I don't think they're going to find it. It's tough to up the quality, when you haven't been doing it all game. And unless they do something more impressive than they've done so far, no, I do not think both teams will score in this game. Yeah, they're gonna have to up the quality. How is that a foul? Simon Hooper is just calling all kinds of craziness. All kinds of craziness here. Note that my timer is on, 46, 47 now instead of 1. But yeah, third ever watch along here on the channel. So we're working out the kinks. Does Aston Villa play offense or defense? Of course they play both. Mostly offense in this game. It's been a little bit attack versus defense for Villa because of Forest's shape, but they already are a bit higher. You see Jesus pressing the goalkeeper there. I'm going to make it a little bit easier for us. The commentators are already writing Forest off, saying it's going to be easy. Saying it's going to be easy for him if Forest for Villa, that is. Here's Bundia down the left. Matson. What? Here's the ball from Matson. Oof. That was weird. I think my commentary is off. He's won it. Here's Ollie Watkins. Here's McGinn. Calmer up. Here's Matty Cash back in. John McGinn. He smashed it home. He smashed it home. 2-0 Villa. Oh my goodness. Right out the rip. And Forest in trouble. Forest in trouble. Hey, thank you for being here, Ido Avaram. Appreciate it, man. And Villa have now made it 2-0. And Forest are in trouble. Forest in trouble, my friend. Definitely. And this could get ugly now. I expect them to come out even more now. And I expect them to get wrecked. Fantastic finish from John McGinn. Left-footed. Inside the foot. Does a weird, I don't know what kind of celebration that is from John McGinn. But hey, they'll take it. They'll take it, that's for sure. That's the wrong graphic I've loaded there to the stream. There it is. Looking like Sean Deitch might make a quick change. Here's Dominguez. Comes out for Ina. Ball in. Martinez will take that all day long. And they look to get going quickly with Rodgers. Villa, as it stands, in second place. Igor Jesus wins it high. Here's Anderson. For Murillo. Oh, he's hit it right to Ollie Watkins. Anderson. Morgan Gibbs White wins the header. Here's Bakwa. 1v1 with Cash. It's a ball to the back post. That's a horrendous cross. That is a horrendous cross from Bakwa. Deitch is definitely going to have to make some subs soon. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He's going to have to do something about this. Oh my God. Forest have conceded 500 goals in the Premier League era. That's a completely unnecessary stat. Here's Matty Cash. Morgan Rodgers into space. He's slowed the game down. Camera wins it. He's going to scoop it back for Cash into the channel. For Morgan Rodgers, I should say, into the channel. That's a handball in the box. That's an absolute handball in the box. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. That is soft. That should be a handball. That should be a handball right there. That should definitely be a handball. Forest get away with one. Very lucky there. Very lucky there. Dire straits here for Forest. I don't see them coming back into this at all. I don't see them coming back into this one at all, and it's going to be comfortable probably for the next 40 minutes for Aston Villa. But you never know. Long ball. Here's Jesus over the top. Is he going to bring it in? Is he going to win it? Here's Dominguez. He gets it wide. Cross. Oh, Bakwa has to score. Oh my goodness gracious me. Bakwa has to score there. It's a free header on the back post, and he puts it wide. Romelu Lukaku would be so proud. It's one ball over the top, down the middle. They battle, and they get it wide. Good ball here. Oh my gee. He's wide open. He's absolutely wide open. Oh, it's a wide open shot. How has he missed it? How has he missed it? Yeah, can't believe it. Bakwa can't believe he's missed it. I can't believe he's missed it. The whole stadium can't believe he's missed it. Forest pressing high, but too little too late, I feel like. Amy just as comfortable as you like, loops it over the whole first line of the press. Yeah. Forest not offering much here, man. Villa comfortable. Thielman's in the center here. Jesus walking, just walking back. Igor Jesus. And it's comfy. And it's very comfy. Here's Lindelof. Next goal is really important. And in addition, if Villa don't concede, they'll just be fine, and it won't even be. They don't even need anything else. Here's Buendia with some space, 3v3. Oh my goodness, he goes down like a sack of potatoes. He goes down. That's a terrible call. He just goes down real easy here. Milinkovic. Ah. That's a poor free kick to give away, man. That's a poor free kick to give away. Thielman's down here. Well behind the play. Yeah, it's just one of those contact ones where he's followed through and hit Aina. John McGinn's going to be licking his chops here with this free kick. Absolutely licking his chops here. Forrest will be dreadfully disappointed with how this has gone. But to be fair, they haven't offered much. John McGinn can sink him right here. John McGinn can sink him right here. And it would just be all over but the crying. Could be all over but the crying here, folks. Is it McGinn or is it Buendia? Who's it going to be? And Buendia. Oof. He's put it just past the bar. He's just put it wide here. John Victor could see that it wasn't as close as I thought it was. Definitely wasn't as close as I thought it was. Forrest gonna, well, nope. One long ball. It's up. Who's going to win the second one? Jesus with another header. Hutchinson brings it down, gets it to Dominguez. Villa battling well in the middle. Forcing it back. Ollie Watkins will pressure John Victor. And we've created another second ball situation. Who's going to bring it down? Not Forest. Kale Surprise. Kale Surprise. Yeah, once again, Forest try to press high here, but it's too little too late. Too little too late. Can Forest nick it here? Can Forest nick it here? They have. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White. Cash able to clear easy. Still battling there. Elliot Anderson. Oh, that's a good ball from Tielemans. Here's Morgan Rogers. No, that's not a good ball. Murillo able to intercept. Here's Hutchinson. Forrest will win it. Who's throw? Simon Hooper can't seem to figure out who's throwing for. Williams thought it was a foul. There's no contact on the ball at all. That's a foul on you, bro. What are you talking to the referee for? That's a foul. Definitely a foul. I love it. I love how the players will kick the crap out of somebody and then look at the referee like they weren't even there. It's like I wasn't even around the play. Okay, buddy. Villa in absolute control here in the 60th minute. Absolute and total control. Looking like that home winning record will continue for them. I'm not sure Forest. They just don't look comfortable pressing this high up. There's all kinds of gaps in the midfield, and Villa are finding them all day long. Villa are just destroying the press. Good work from Bakwa to maintain. And Forest will have a little bit of possession here. That's a fourth pass. 5 passes. Yay! It's the second time they've done that. Here's Anderson. Here's Bakwa. Or no, here's Bakwa. Oh, it's gone through for Gibbs-White. He's in. He's in. Oh, he's chipped it past Timmy Martinez. 2-1. 2-1. Forest back in it. Forest back in it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Out of absolutely nothing. One ball around the corner, and Morgan Gibbs-White buries it. Nice finish. What a finish. Oh, man. This is such a good finish from Morgan Gibbs-White. Classy. And Forest needed that. Game on. Game on, baby. 2-1. Forest back in the game out of absolute nothing, it must be said. One ball around the corner. One ball around the corner. And now there's a little bit of jeopardy. Now there's a little bit of jeopardy. And Hutchinson pressing Matty Cash. Gets it into Rogers. He stood up. And Nico Williams fouls him. Brings him down. Yeah, that's for sure a foul. That's for sure a foul. Yeah, it was looking dire. It was looking absolutely dire for Nottingham Forest. And they've gotten one back. Good evening, Unai Emery, looking a little shaky now. Little bit shaky. Here's camera to Watkins. Ooh. Yeah. Definite foul there. Definite foul there. What can Forest do now? What can they make it? They've had nothing at all going forward apart from the goal. But you could tell that that was their strategy from the beginning, though, to play it around the corners. Here you go. Ina with a little bit of pressure wins the ball. Moving forward. That's a poor decision. That's a poor decision from Ina. He's ripped it from 40 yards out. Never going to beat Martinez. But Forest have upped the pressure in the midfield. Won a couple of duels and been able to get back on it. Here's Matson. And Backwell puts a cynical one in. And Matson rolls around like he's been hit with a rocket launcher. Rolling around on the ground. I mean, come on. He's kicked them. He's kicked them. And it's a definite yellow card, but do we need to roll around on the ground like that? Yeah. That's definitely a yellow card. Luca Dean getting ready, I hear, to come in for Matson. Villa on the ball here. Forest definitely up the pressure here in this second half. They'll be upset to have conceded that goal. It's a ball in for Watkins into the channel, but oh, they've won the second one. They've won the second one here. Lindelof picks it up. And here comes Camara. He's beaten Dominguez. Oh, here's Watkins. Oh, that's great work from Milinkovic. Oof. The shot from Buendia is last-ditch tackle from Nico Williams. And Milinkovic and Williams and co managed to get it wide of the goal for the corner kick. Watkins down in the box here. That's good D from Milinkovic. Good D from Williams. Oh, that's last ditch stuff there. Forest hanging in. Forest hanging in. Here comes the corner from Rogers. Are you going to take it, or what's going on here? Plays it short for Cash. Rogers with the cross. Ooh, Buendia's in space. Is he on? Elects to come back. Tielemans is going to get the cross. Nope, wins another corner. Wins another corner. Forest standing up here. Going to have to weather this little bit of pressure like they've been doing it so far in the game. Villa taking these corners short all day long. Interesting that they've just avoided the height of Forest. Good ball to the back post. Murillo is able to clear. Here's Matty Cash all the way back to Emi Martinez. It's good D from Forest. Ball over the top from Martinez. Ball's bouncing. Who's going to win the second one? Comes back for Camara. And Villa recycle. Little bit shaky, a little bit more worrisome than we might have thought after that second goal from Villa. Forest working hard. They feel there's something here for them. There might be something here for them. Jadon Sancho coming on as well as Luka Dean. Yeah, they'll take their time here. Just take the sting out of it. Matson and Buendia, the players coming off for Luka Dean and Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho has been a decent signing for Villa, I think. We'll see what he can do in the last 20 minutes here or so of this one. Forrest making a change too. Nicholas Savona coming on for Bakwa. He's putting a shift that Aina's coming in as well, or going off as well, I should say. Ola Aina. And who's going to be slotting in for him? McAtee. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Here's Luka Dean. He falls over and just stands on the ball. That's legal. Ball here with Cash. Up the line. John McGinn. Villa able to get it wide to the left in space here for Luka Dean. Here's Sancho with the shot, and he's hit Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins has blocked a couple of his own teammates' shots today. Watkins got himself a goal, but he's playing good D for Forest as well. Here's McGinn. Hutchinson for company. Camara. Tielemans. Camara. They're more than happy to have the ball in these areas here. Just see it out. Jesus working hard like he hasn't done all game. You can definitely tell that it was the strategy from Deitch in the beginning to try to get to halftime 0-0, try to keep it compact and tight and not come out until the second half. That's a cheap free kick to give up right there. Definite cheap free kick to give up. Rogers looking to play quick or not. Nope. Free kick here for Villa. Straight on. They're slowly going to walk it in here to put something into the box here. Obviously won't be in any hurry. Tielemans takes it. Short once again. Trying to get it down the sides here. Dean to McGinn. Luka Dean was offsides, or Matty Cash rather was offside there. Yeah, very interesting on these free kicks, these set piece situations. Villa just refusing to dump it into the box, to dump it into the mixer, which is very interesting because of how Arsenal scored against Emi Martinez. Just get big Gab bodying him on the corner kick. And Forest have not put a ball on top of Emi Martinez, but like one time all game. Ball's bouncing around. Watkins will pick up the second ball. Forest battling much better in the... He's gone around him. He's gone around him. Luka Dean is intercepted, though. Tielemans over the top for McGinn. Oh, my God. Where's the goalkeeper? What is John Victor doing there? Oh, my God. And he's hurt himself. The Forest goalkeeper has just given the game away. The Forest goalkeeper has just given the game away. What in the world? Why does he come for this ball? This is that's inexplicable. It's inexplicable. What's he doing? He doesn't need to come for that. It doesn't need to come for that. It's a simple ball down the middle from Tielemans. McGinn's not even that fast. Oh, that's horrendous from the goalkeeper. He's got 3 defenders around him. And John McGinn just says, "Thank you very much, sir." That is incredibly, incredibly poor from the goalkeeper there. Oh, man, he's just in no man's land. Forest were working so hard to get back into the game just to do that. That is really bad. That is really, really bad from the Villa goalkeeper there, or the Forest goalkeeper there. And it makes you wonder, because I don't even know why Matt Sells isn't in there, but that's horrendous from the Forest goalkeeper. And that's it. There's no way they're coming back from that. Oh, the goal and the goal. See, it's embarrassment. It's embarrassment from the goalkeeper. He's not hurt. He's not hurt. It's a shocker. It's a shocker from the goalkeeper. He's absolutely let his team down, and now he's like, "Get me out of here. Get me out of here." Oh, no. It's shocking from the goalkeeper. Oh. What? He's ruined the game, really. He's ruined the game. That is ridiculous. What have you done, man? You've let your team down. The commentator said that they've left Matt Sells out of the last 3 games. He's so mad. I think oh, dude. He's almost in tears. He's almost in tears here, Jean Victor. Man. Damn. This is, God, you feel horrible for the man. You feel horrible for him. He's made a horrendous error, giving the game away, and now limping off. Damn. God, just when things were going good, just when things were looking up. Damn. Why has he done that? Just inexplicable moment of madness, and now his day is going to end in ruin. After that kind of a mistake, I'm not sure we'll see him again for a while. Yeah, my man's in tears. My man's in absolute tears. You got to think that's half from embarrassment, half from his knee being done. Oh, bro, that feels so bad. That feels so bad. It's a horrendous letdown, too, for the Forest team, because now they've had to wait. Now they have to sit here for 5 minutes, however long, waiting for this switch to happen. It's a good goal from John McGinn. Well taken. I mean, it's a gift. It's 100%. I mean, he's never going to score. What is he doing, man? He's never going to score an easier goal. He's never going to score an easier. That's the easiest goal of the Premier League so far. That's a gift. It's an absolute gift. Wow. Matt Sells back in goal. John Victor off injured after the worst howler we've seen all season. And there's a suspicion of, was he actually hurt, or is he that embarrassed that he's got to limp off after an absolutely horrendous game mistake. But the ball's rolling again. Here comes Hutchinson with the cross. Shot from Gibbs White. Emi Martinez has to forced to make the save. And Forest will get the corner. Good response. Mid-height. It's one for the cameras from Emi Martinez. Forest need to put it right on him. Definitely need to put it right on him. Doesn't get the free kick. Doesn't get the corner kick over past the first man. Gibbs White. Here's Elliot Anderson. Into the channel. Oh, he's offsides. He's offsides here. And Villa will just take their time here, take the sting out of things. Emi Martinez, will waste time. That's what he does best. And he'll take all day over this free kick. And here's the ball rolling again for Konsa. He's going to hit it down the line for Cash. Murillo on the cover. Boxed in. Rogers pressing. Forced in a bit of trouble here. They're going to get it up. Who's going to win it? That's definitely a foul on somebody. He's called the foul against Jesus here. It's called the foul against Jesus there. Yeah, that's definitely a foul. And Villa will be able to take their time once more. It'll be taken short. They're definitely not going to put this one in. Villa haven't put a single cross in yet. And Villa in cruise control here. Down the line from Rogers. Gets one across. Murillo to clear, but only as far as McGinn. Tielemans. Villa fans with the Olays on the passes, feeling very, very comfortable here at home. They work it left for Dean. Really, really comfortable possession here from Aston Villa. Into the channel for Camera. Murillo has to clear. And he is not happy. Murillo not happy here. Yeah, I wouldn't be either. Here comes Watkins. Oh, he's giving it up. Morgan Gibbs White with the... Here we go. Forrest bringing it out, but McGinn battling well. Here's Camera. Tielemans. They roll forward. Camera again. Here's Rogers out wide. A couple of step overs. Drives the byline. Nothing doing. Right to Matt Sells. Forrest need to find some urgency here. What's going on? Forrest definitely need to find some urgency here. Got about 10 minutes left. If they're going to get anything from this game, they're going to need to up the levels. Long one up for Jesus. He's able to put it down for Morgan Gibbs White. Ball into nobody. Ball into absolute nobody, and Martinez will let that roll through. James McAtee throws his hands up, but no one's there, man. No one's there, and Villa will make some substitutions. Get McGinn and Watkins off. Wrap them in cotton wool here. Job well done today from the captain and the bagsman Fantastic goal from Ollie Watkins. Woo! Woo! What a goal from Watkins that is. John McGinn at the double, actually. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. John Victor's not going to want to see that again. That's horrendous. John Victor's not going to want to see that again. That was ugly. Ugly. Jesus come off. Calamawinda on for Nottingham Forest. Dominguez off as well. Last throw of the dice. Douglas Luiz on for Sean Dyche. 10 minutes to rescue anything from this game. I don't see it. I don't see it. They got a goal out of nothing, and then they upped the levels in the second half and conceded 2 poor goals, really, in that second half. That's a poor free kick to give away. Frustrating from Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Morgan gives away with a shake of the head. Everything, it's all coming back to that, to the mistake from Victor. Woof. Forest in trouble, man. They've only scored 19 goals this season. That's a goal a game. Lindelof for Dean here as Villa try to build. Thielman in all kinds of space. All kinds of space. Presses it forward. Is he going to pick out the pass? Finds Buendia. That's Sancho, actually. Excuse me. Williams does well, but they get it wide. Here's Camera. Back out to Sancho. Tries the ball through for Rodgers. Intercepted from Williams. And Villa immediately press. That's a terrible call. But apparently Camera's won the throw-in off of Dominguez there. Forest faces looking on forlorn. I don't even know who that is. What's production doing here? Throwing over the top. Nothing doing for Yuri Tielemans. Forest looking like another blank here. A little bit of too meat and potatoes, too basic from the tactics from Sean Dyche today. Little bit too basic. Sat back too far, I feel like, in the first half. Waited till they conceded to have any energy in the game. You're never going to win in this league doing that. Emi Martinez with 1 ball beats all 3 of the press from Forest. They're not pressing together, and so there's been gaps. There's been gaps behind the first line of the press all day for Villa. Midfielders have had all kinds of Tielemans and Camera have had all kinds of joy. All kinds of joy in that midfield. They haven't pressed high enough. Ooh, in behind for Daniel Mullen. Matt Sells is there. Yeah. I just think it's so interesting to me that it's so interesting the beginning tactics. This is an initial strategy from Sean Dyche. It's like he was happy with 0-0. He was just happy not to concede. It's this game management style where you can get to halftime, maybe not down a goal, but then you have to up the levels from the halftime, and it's like you have to play a whole different game. You know, why not just play that game from the beginning? This isn't a game that, Nottingham Forest are expected to win. It's not a fixture they're expected to win. Why not go for it? Get beat 3-1 anyway. If you're just going to stand up and hope to not concede, you can't be making mistakes like John Victor did. You can't be making mistakes like that if this is your strategy. Oof. Yeah. The midfielders have just had way too much for us today. Here's Dean in space. About 5 minutes left, counting that stoppage for old Johnny Victor. Yeah, Villa will just see this out. Nice and comfy. Nice and comfy. Just keep the ball. Here's camera. Oh, wow. That's a horrendous challenge from McAtee. Yeah. That's a poor challenge from McAtee. Are they going to look at this one? Is VAR going to look at that? Because that was bad. Ooh, that's a dangerous challenge. That's a dangerous challenge, man. Is VAR gonna? Are they gonna look at that? That's a dangerous challenge. I know it doesn't matter even at all, but in this, he's hit him studs up. He's absolutely gone studs up on his knee. I guess maybe because there's not much jeopardy in the game, they're not really worried about it. As Matty Cash comes off here for Garcia. Probably going to be some stoppage time, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, John Victor was down for a hot second. Moved into the 90th here. Once again, Villa refusing to dump it into the box on the free kick. Into the channel. Is he going to get there? Ball does come across. Was it off Mullen? Mullen definitely thinks it was a foul. But it'll go for a goal kick here. Good work from Sancho. It's actually should have been a corner. 7 minutes of stoppage time. It's just more punishment for Forest. Just more punishment from Forest. Forest haven't put up enough today, man. They were in it for about 10 minutes. Before that absolute horror show of a goal. Capitulation. And it's definitely sapped the energy from Forest. Over the top for Luka Dean. Milankovic will collect. Camera still battling hard. They definitely missed Camera versus Arsenal. Is that dude wearing a Yankees hat? There's a homie on the Villa bench wearing a New York Yankees hat. Tielemans gets man of the match? How was John McGinn not man of the match with 2 goals? Interesting. Very interesting there. 5 minutes to go. Forest have absolutely offered nothing today. You can't play half a game. I mean, they played 15 minutes. You can't play a quarter of a game. Not even that. You can't play 10% of a game and expect to get anything from it. Forest actually win a second ball here. Long one into the channel. But he's offsides, of course. Yeah. Very disappointing for Sean Dyche. Just when they looked like they're about to get back into the game. His backup goalkeeper absolutely lets him down. Backup keeper absolutely lets him down. And it's, yeah, easy game for Aston Villa. Had to deal with a little bit there before the third goal, but what do you say? What do you say to your backup goalkeeper? Has a howler, throws the game, and injures himself. Getting a little bit chippy here from Forest at the end of the game. Frustrating day for sure. Frustrating day at the office. And we'll just take away the last 4 minutes here. You know how Villa are. They'll definitely just control the match for the rest of it. Villa have nearly 50 touches, 45 touches in the opposition box today. Forest haven't managed 10. Oh, wow. Bogart manages to get himself booked needlessly here. Yeah, it's a poor challenge. It's a poor challenge. Gibbs White was always first to the ball, and then he's kicked him. What can Forrest do here? Maybe a late one. Maybe a late opportunity to dump it into the box here. What can they do? What can they do? Lindelof away. Tielemans up. Loops it up into the air. They're battling around. Falls to Rogers. Here's Mullen. Still battling in there, back and forth. Murillo. Oh, that's going to be a foul. Definitely going to be a foul. 2 minutes left to tick down here for Aston Villa of what's going to be a good response to the loss to Arsenal. Definitely a good bounce back for Villa today. Like I say, got to beat what's in front of you. You got to beat what's in front of you, and Forest haven't brought much to the table. Like I say, you can't play for 15 minutes. You can't put in a shift for 15 minutes and expect to win a game in the Premier League. Offered nothing in that first half. They would have been fine, I think, if they hadn't conceded right before halftime. Fantastic goal from Ollie Watkins. And then to concede again right after halftime. But they still had the energy. They still put in the energy after that second goal and managed to get them one. And then they're definitely going to feel let down from John Victor. Out wide here. Can they get the cross in? It does come in. Flick. Gibbs White keeping it alive. Less than a minute to go. Murillo on the ball here. Plays it back. All the way to Sells. Sells will hit one long. Bogart's giving it away. Comes in. That's right at Martinez. He'll handle that all day long. And that should be that. Got about 10 seconds left. Yep. That will be that. Aston Villa win again at home. Ollie Watkins with a fantastic strike. Hey, what do you know? Unai Emery shakes Sean Dyche's hand. Able to actually face the opposing manager today after a fantastic victory from Villa. Forest didn't really offer much. They were, the game plan was to keep it tight, to keep it, compact. And I think they would have been happy if they hadn't conceded after that first half, even though they did not offer anything going forward. Only twice this whole game did Forest put 5 passes together. Definitely not the day that Sean Dyche was hoping to have. I just feel like in this league, you have to approach the game as a whole and not say, hey, let's make it to halftime and then we'll figure out what's going on. Just if they would have had that press, that high press from the beginning, this game could have been different. If they would have actually tried to put Villa under the cosh a little bit in the first half, I think they could have made it way more difficult for Aston Villa and Unai Emery's men today. But in the end, just costly. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. If you're going to play that way, you absolutely 150 million% cannot make dumb mistakes at the back. You can't give away easy goals if you're not going to play, if you're not going to go forward, if you're not going to try to get on the ball and give pressure, in build up while the other team's trying to build up, if you're not ever going to press as a team. And when they did press at the end, they weren't pressing as a team, and Villa were able to play through the lines really, really, really well today, causing a lot of issues. Forest disjointed when they did try to press. Wasn't a whole lot of energy in that first half. And yeah, Sean Dyche is definitely going to have to improve his ideas and his strategies away from home, because that was a lackluster performance. Didn't offer any real energy, until that 10-minute spell after they conceded the second goal. They offered, yeah, man, you can't play a 15 minute for only 15 minutes and then expect to win a game, especially not versus a devastating Aston Villa side on the counter. And then once we thought we had a game, and I'm not sure what the goalkeeping situation was. Apparently, Matt Sells had not started in 3 games, and this was Jean Victor's 3rd game running. And then I get a feeling he's not actually hurt himself there. He's just incredibly embarrassed. Absolute moment of madness to come out for that, and gives the 3rd goal away right when Forest looked like they might maybe be able to get back into the game and maybe get something from it. But very, very disappointing from Forest. Easy as you like for Villa, kept them at arm's length, didn't offer anything on the counter going the other way, and were able to get the goals. John McGinn with a brace, Ollie Watkins with an absolute banger. And all 3 points for Villa, up into 2nd place. As it's, of course, Man City will play tomorrow, and we'll see if they can retake that 2nd spot. Of course, Arsenal do play later on today, and have an eye out for that, because we will be live for that one. First ever Arsenal watch along here on the Cup Chasers. I get super animated, so I haven't done it, but I've been convinced that it might be time on the channel here to start doing some Arsenal watch along. So have an eye out for that. Of course, thanks for being here. Smash up the likes on your way out. Hype it up as well. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you once again for making it this far into the stream. We will definitely be back with the live watch along and a match reaction to go with it after the Arsenal game. So like I said, thanks for being here, and you will see me next time.